Hi, I'm Eric, also known as Trekkie V47, from the Ranger Command Power Hour and the Starfleet Escape podcast. You're listening to another great Four-Eyed Radio product. For more shows, check out foureyedradio.com. It's morphin' time!
Hey there, Eric here from Socially Awkward Studios, and this Four-Eyed Radio presentation is being proudly brought to you by Raven Designs, illustration and design that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, visit ravencruise.com.
Okay, welcome to Appropriately Inappropriate, everybody. I have a very, very special tiny guest today. He's not going to introduce himself because he's his father's son. So, I'm Nancy. Across from me is...
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Kevin. I'm back from my trip from California. I am here, ready for another episode. I brought my miniature-sized person that I created with another person that's a woman. I call him my son. His name is Braden. He's very shy. I don't know if he'll talk at all during this, but he's here. So if you hear banging against a wall, if you hear eating, crying...
That's Kevin.
Yep.
But it's good he brought his baseball glove, a milkshake, a Happy Meal, and sweet and sour dipping sauce. So I think we'll be fine.
We'll see.
This will go well.
We'll see. That's his English.
Make
Apparently,
noises the whole time.
he no. Silly goose. All right, guys. So you can follow me on Twitter at Kevin_Elliott. That's Elliot, 1 T, not 2. You can like the show on Facebook at facebook.com/appinpod, APPINPOD. And Nancy, you can't follow anywhere.
Mm-mm. Who would want to?
Not me. So
You don't even like my Facebook posts anymore, so
I don't
whatever.
even see them.
That's weird. I see yours all the time.
Well, I don't stop posting.
Never. He's got the itchy finger, posting finger.
So hey, Braden. What's up, buddy? I hadn't seen you for like a week. And that's funny to you, huh? He's the cutest. Hopefully he'll warm up. He's real shy. He doesn't love talking on the mic or talking to anybody in general.
That's probably best.
Yeah, I love him. So, yeah, I took off early. First of all, thank you to everybody that came out to the show at Stand Up Scottsdale September 6th. That was an awesome show with Jamie Lee. We had a lot of fun. And I loved it. And then Sunday, the day our last episode came out, I took off for California to go to Los Angeles with...
He's fine.
With Rob, maybe, Mike Dapper, and Justin Teachin. And we had a good time. We had a lot of shows, and... we were funny for most of them. I was not funny for one in particular, one that went horribly wrong. And we'll get to that.
Okay, wait. So I didn't go. It looked like fun. It really did.
How did it look like fun?
Because all the pictures you guys posted in the very special video that your friends posted of you.
Oh, yeah.
So cute. If you've ever wondered what Kevin looks like sleeping, he's like the cutest little thing, like curled up on his side with the covers pulled up over his mouth. Mama. But, oh my God, he snores like, what, a dirt bike? Were you compared to a dirt bike?
Yeah. I never
brilliant.
knew that. Do I snore, buddy?
Braden, does your dad snore? Does he sound like a dirt bike? Or like a chainsaw?
Do it. You can talk. Say yes or no.
Yes.
I do snore? Does it wake you up? Yes or no? Because people can't see you, bud. You need to talk into the microphone.
I say stop all the time.
Kick
You
him
do?
next time. But I don't know how he would hear you over the rumbling of his snores.
Yeah, I didn't know I snored. Apparently...
You don't just snore. I think you rattled the room. That was insane. I was impressed. It was impressive.
Really?
Yeah. I always wondered if you were a snorer, so now we know.
Turns out I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it turns out that nobody can sleep in the surrounding rooms when I'm sleeping.
In any of the
I get you
rooms.
to stop, and when I say stop, you still snore.
I apologize for that. But
feels
hey, when
passionate
you
about
come into
that.
bed with me and you're sleeping, you kick. So take that.
Maybe the lesson is you stay in your own bunk bed.
Yeah.
Your dad's on top, you're on bottom. Just stay there. Maybe. Maybe not.
So yeah, I'm a snorer. I got to get that fixed.
It didn't sound like you had a problem with it. I would think it was
didn't.
everybody
I
else.
slept
Yeah, you looked fine.
Yeah. We got in, so we get in on Sunday, which the drive took forever.
Isn't it only like a 6-hour drive?
It's like 5.5, but
Did
it
you
just
have to
took
take
forever.
everyone to the bathroom at every stop besides
No,
yourself?
we didn't stop too much. Because Rob likes to stop a lot. I think we only stopped like 3 or 4 times.
I think 2 times is an acceptable number for stopping.
Yeah, 2 is okay.
Yeah, that's the max.
Right. So we stopped just a couple times or a few times on the way out, but it just, for whatever reason, took a long time to get there. And when we got there, we checked into the room, and as always, there's a problem. We get the keys to the room. He gave us 3 of them, and not one of them worked. So we had to go back to the thing. The guy wanted nothing to do with us. I'm like, we're paying to stay here. You can at least be a little respectful. He was mad that we came back because he didn't give us keys that were activated.
Oops, for him.
My son's doing interpretive dance now in the background. So, what else? We went over to the Comedy Store. We went there every night except for the last night to do shows. But, yeah, that Sunday one was all right. Braden, stop. That's what I say constantly all day long when I'm with my child.
He's not that bad, let me tell you.
Really?
You've met my kids.
Okay, so yeah, Sunday night was fine. I mean, just a regular show. Shout out to Eric Marino for getting us on the show and having a good time with us. Braden, stop. Thank you. So then we went back. By the time that show ends, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. So
that's late.
Yeah, I think it starts like 10:30 or 11.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
And yeah, so we did that.
When you go there, do you know you're going to get to go up, or do people just wait around like in Scottsdale?
A little bit of both. I mean, we know we're going to go up.
Yeah.
Because we know the guys, but I mean, some of the shows are just like hoping to go up and not. So that one in particular, we knew we had a couple times to go up, at least a couple opportunities. So, how do you guys? What are you doing?
So your good set, the set that went really well.
No, all of mine went fine. Tuesday night, late night, did not go well.
What of your jokes that I've seen did really well?
None of them. Okay, so what happened? I'll skip even Sunday and Monday. I can skip because those were just regular old nights, no big deal. Tuesday night was when it really gets going. So Tuesday night is this show that Brian Moses, who's a friend of mine, puts on, and it starts at 10:30, and he gives like a lot of his friends spots, and you do 3 minutes. And then at the end of that, around 12 o'clock, is when the roast battle starts, which I've talked about that show on our show before. So what they do is, well, I guess I'll start from the...
Yeah, just...
All right. We went to the Hollywood Improv before that show to do another show. A show. So we went to the Hollywood Improv so I can try and talk negatively about my son when he's not around.
Oh, yeah.
Brayden, stop. You sound like me snoring. You're a dirt bike.
Your son's a dirt bike. Here, do you want to play with my phone?
All right. There you go, buddy.
I'm going.
So you did the improv.
Okay, yeah. So we did the Hollywood Improv. That was fine. Jamar Neighbors is a paid regular for the Comedy Store. He was there, and he did a set there. And then he took off for, I think, like 2 more shows before the one at the Comedy Store. Okay. So we go to the Comedy Store. My son wants to play soccer on the phone now. You can see everybody what I have to deal with every day and why I'm crazy. He just doesn't stop. So we went to the Comedy Store for Moses' show, and he tells everybody right from the beginning, he's like, got my boys from Arizona here tonight. They're going to do some time. And when he said that, the room kind of turned on us already.
Really?
Yeah.
Arizona haters?
Yeah.
What's to hate?
We're taking their time.
Oh, well, you drove all the way up there, down there.
But, yeah.
Sideways there.
And
Oh, and you missed the 100-year flood here in Arizona.
yeah,
The
yeah.
one time it rains here, you're gone. It flooded
happened?
major roads.
we heard about it
Hayden
while we
Road
were out
was
there.
underwater. I couldn't even use it. Like, major roads were literally underwater.
Like just rain nonstop?
Just rained,
Was it
like really hard
pouring?
and fast for like 6 hours, which doesn't happen here.
Yeah.
So the ground doesn't have time to absorb it, obviously. So it just rises. Major roads underwater. Cars were floating down the I-10.
They like closed schools and work and
Like,
stuff?
yep, Scottsdale schools were closed. Work was closed. Well, you couldn't get out.
Hey,
People were
Braden,
just-
did you have to go to school on that day?
Yeah.
All right, so they didn't close my son's
Well,
school.
he has a boat.
Yeah,
People were jet skiing on the Greenbelt.
I saw that video.
That was cool.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, so I'm glad we missed it.
Yeah. So,
When was that? Monday?
yeah,
Yeah?
I think so.
Monday morning or something? I think we
Something.
remember. We woke up and I looked
Yeah,
on
Monday.
Facebook and everybody was saying like how crazy rainy
It
it
was crazy.
Did it rain the next day too? I heard that from somebody.
Yeah, but nothing.
Not bad?
Like, yeah, just like sprinkled.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I got home. My house is fine, so I guess that's
Oh,
good.
good.
It can withstand.
Massive
torrential
flash
downpour.
floods.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go there and everybody hated Arizona.
Everybody hated us from the start, and then all these people kept coming in, so Moses kept giving them spots, and the show went long. So the roast battle's supposed to start at 12, and it's 12:15. We still haven't gone up.
Yeah.
Moses pulls me aside. He says, I'm putting Jamar up, and then you. If anybody doesn't know who Jamar Neighbors is, look him up. He's a real funny guy, and everybody loves him at the Comedy Store. So he's like, Jamar's going to bring you up, and then you bring your guys up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, great. Except they're going from a favorite at the store to then Arizona, which they don't like already, and the shows run long. So all these people want the roast battle to start, but Moses is trying to get everybody
A
that he
spot.
told would get 3 minutes, do your act, and then
Was
be done.
this the night that you did good?
Nope.
A learning experience.
Yeah.
Huh?
So Jamar goes up, and he does his new material, which he'd been working on, which is beating women.
Oh,
And it was perfect timing because of the whole Ray Rice thing.
always a crowd favorite.
Yeah, so he went up and did his thing. People are laughing, and then his intro for me was like, I'm bringing up this super, super funny guy. I love him. You guys are going to love him, too, from Arizona. Give it up for Kevin Elliott. And nobody really clapped. And I go up and I go, Jamar's talking about beating women. Like, for me, instead of the ice bucket challenge, which is so great, I think we should start the black eye challenge, where you punch someone in the face, give them a black eye for domestic violence awareness, and it got a 0.
I saw it on Facebook. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I thought that was really
It
funny.
got a 0.
Really?
But the fact that it got a 0 is weird because Jamar Neighbors was saying similar things.
Yeah. Maybe it was maybe you were good, but nobody was willing to admit it
I don't know.
because it was a California thing.
So then I went into my next joke, and that got a 0.
Oh no.
And then then I was like, fine, I got to pull A+ material to try and get him back.
What'd
and
you win him
nothing.
with?
I got
Nothing?
nothing.
Ah.
So like 2 minutes in, I was just like, I am eating shit up here, and they laughed at that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
So
no.
I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna bring up
so
my
who'd
next
you bring up?
comedian. So I brought up Mike Dapper.
Oh, he's funny.
Yeah, he is really funny.
How'd you do?
Not great.
It was the crowd.
So then he brought up Justin. Justin dropped the mic stand on a guy almost. He went to pick up the mic stand and it slipped out of his hand and fell into the crowd. So that didn't go well.
So it wasn't a very supportive crowd then.
No, then he called Rob up, and Rob, we just didn't. I mean, I did the worst out of all 4 of us, but it just did not go well.
Oh.
And then the roast battle started, and that's fun as always. I mean, they just bring up 2 people. They have an undercard and then a main card, and the undercard is just they're comics, but you go at each other. You just make fun of each other, and the winner just wins. They don't even win anything. It's just, hey, you win. And the main card was so bad. Jay Light against Scott Kidd. I don't know if those names do anything for anybody if you know who they are. But Scott Kidd had a month to write material about Jay Light, and it was way worse than my set.
Did people clap?
For him, no.
Okay.
Jay Light kicked his ass. I mean, he didn't even have to try. Scott was so bad. And at the very end of it, Moses comes up. He goes, the best part of that whole thing is Scott actually wrote those jokes down and thought they were funny. So he got his ass handed to him that night. And then, so that was just that night. All right. Pretty down. Feeling like, damn it, man. I crushed it in that room the last time. And then I got a fat 0 the second time.
The worst.
Yeah. So Wednesday was our last night.
What'd you do after
there.
the show? It was already 1 o'clock, so you guys probably just went back to the room.
We hung out for a little bit outside in the patio of the store.
Was it close to your hotel room?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have to be driving around.
No, not at all. We took cabs.
Smart.
But, yeah, you just hang out in the front patio or the back patio just with other comics. And then Wednesday, we said, let's do as many rooms as we can and just get this out of our system.
Okay.
Right? And then I took on a challenge where I said to the guys, I said, give me any topic and I'll work it into my act. Right? So wherever we go, give me one topic, whichever one you guys decide on, and I'll try and work a bit about it into my act. Cool. So the first place we went to was the Ha Ha Cafe, which is in Burbank, I think. Mm-hmm. And we got there a little bit early, so the show starts at like 5:45. I think we got there at 4:45, which isn't weird for me because I show up early to everything. So we're sitting out in the front patio there, and this guy gets out of his car that's parked on the street and says, "What's up, guys?" Taller black guy. And we're like, "Hey, man." And he says, "Hey, are you guys doing like the show here tonight?" We're like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Man, me too. I'm a stunt man." And I said, "That's not the same as a comic." And he goes, "Nope." And the more he talked, the more you realized he was really fucked up.
From like getting hurt so much? A lot of concussions?
From like drugs and drinking that morning.
Oh, well, he probably needed all those painkillers from falling on the job.
Maybe.
Crashing his dirt bike into the buildings all the time in the movies. Poor guy.
So he says to us, he says, "Hey, see that guy in my car right there? The window was down. This guy was passed out sleeping in the front seat." We're like, "Yeah." He goes, "Picked him up from Skid Row. Just figured why not, you know?" Like, if that's your thinking.
I can think of a few reasons for not.
Yeah. So then he's like, "So what do I do, like, to get on the show?" I'm like, "I don't, maybe call ahead, be a comedian." There's a bunch of different things. So he goes in to the club. The Ha Ha Cafe is cool because it's different. It's like a little bar thing in the front, and then you go to the back room, and it's a big not a big comedy room, but a nice size. It's all right. And there's couches, like leather couches and stuff, and nice chairs, and you just kind of relaxed feeling. So they're starting the show, and this dude, the drunk guy, sits in the very front middle stage couch, lays down by himself with a drink. We're sitting behind him. And as the comics start going up, he's just talking, like yelling.
I already like this guy.
Yelling at them and just like answering their questions that are rhetorical. He was not an ideal audience member. The host was a girl who was really good looking. And in the middle of her, like, "Hey guys, thanks for coming out. What we're going to do here is we're going to bring comics up in the middle of it." He goes, "Yo, your boobs real?" She's like, "What?" And he goes, "Are they real or fake? I just want to know."
So did she answer?
No. No, she didn't. So then he's like, "Yo, when do I go up?" She's like, "No, you're not. You're not going to go up tonight." And he goes, "Yo, that ain't fair, man. I'm up next." She's like, "You're not going up at all. The first comedian to the stage is so-and-so. I don't even remember the name." So as each person goes up, he keeps doing things like that.
Yeah.
Right? Non-stop, though.
How did he not get kicked out?
All right, I'm getting to that.
All right.
So the people that work there, one of them comes in as he's laying there, and they're like, "Hey, man, you got to keep it down. Like, just enjoy the show." And he says, "Yo, I'll keep it down, man. That's not a problem," as he yells it. So the people that work there walk back. He continues, like, yelling at everybody.
What an idiot.
So then the people that work there, like 3 of them walk in and like, yo, you got to go, man. Get out of here. He goes, I ain't going nowhere. I'm up next. So then they leave. And I'm like, that's all it takes to get the people off your back? Just say you're up next? This guy's being the worst audience member of all time. And I'm not even doing a great job of explaining. I tried taking video of it, and then they yelled at me and made me delete it from my phone.
Darn it.
Yeah. Which is another thing funny. So then the safety ambassadors, as it said on the back of their shirt, were wearing bike helmets and yellow shirts that said safety ambassador on the back. I don't know. Because I was inside.
Oh, they probably rode their bike up.
Yeah.
So they probably called the police in the beginning, but it took them a long time to get there on bicycles.
Maybe.
That's California for you.
So then the safety ambassadors go, sir, you need to get up and leave. The guy goes, yo, I'm up next. I ain't going nowhere. And one of the safety ambassadors takes his phone out and starts recording it all. He's not even being a part of it. The other guy is like, yo, get up. You need to leave. So he gets up and goes on stage and grabs a microphone, and he's like, you can't catch me. You can't catch me. You can't stop me.
I love it.
Tries doing these bits, but they're not even jokes. It's like just weird yelling into the microphone. Like, get off the stage.
So
get
he
off
was
the stage.
Next.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. He just went up and took the microphone.
I love this. This is great.
Yeah, so we're just all sitting there like, what's going to happen? Because this guy's crazy.
You want to give crazy people some space.
Yeah, this guy got plenty of it for a little bit, and then they just start yelling at him. Get off the stage. You're going to go to jail. The cops are on their way. If you don't get up, they're going to be here in 5 minutes. You're going straight to jail. He goes, I ain't going nowhere. I got stage time. And they're like, literally, you're going to go to jail unless you leave here within, like, the next minute. So the guy's like, fine, I'm out. Like, it's now his choice.
Right.
Like,
Thank you all for coming out.
I'm out of here. As he gets off the stage, he starts walking up to this guy behind me. And all I hear from the guy behind me goes, you don't want to do that, man. And he gets one more step closer. He goes, you're messing with the wrong guy. And this dude picks up the drug guy in the air and slams him on his head into the ground.
Oh.
Slams him. I mean, awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody starts cheering, yeah. So the safety ambassador's like, hey, thanks, man. And then the guy carries him out. All right, the guy that slammed him is Sean Kerrigan, who's on The Young and the Restless.
Awesome.
He's also a comic.
Awesome.
And a great guy who...
Obviously.
Yeah.
A pillar of the community.
I met after that. I hired him as my bodyguard. He's ready to go.
Awesome.
It's all good. The best thing is he body slams him. He's got his Young and the Restless script in his back pocket.
Awesome.
And a hat.
He's like rolls it
Not
up and
phased.
smacks him on the nose with
not
it.
phased. It just whoops his ass.
Awesome.
So then I think the guy... Oh, so the guy leaves, and then all the workers and the safety ambassadors come back into the room. And they're looking all over the place, and they're like, the guy says he lost his phone.
Oh, they're looking to help him.
Yeah, and we're like, dude, I'm pretty sure no one's trying to call this guy.
It's evidence now.
Yeah.
It's evidence.
So they couldn't find it, but he did leave his credit card on the stool.
Oh, no.
So everyone's like, dude, drinks on us. He'll think he bought it for himself. It's all good.
Absolutely.
But they didn't let us do that.
Darn it.
I think they ended up giving the card back to the guy.
Dude.
But yeah, he left. And then, so my challenge for that first one, when I finally went up, was to incorporate the movie Taken into my act.
I like that movie.
Yeah, so I talked about, how did I work that in? I think I started with my regular openings, which was fine, and it was good. And then I said, I just watched the movie Taken 1, and I was like, I mean, that guy goes through an entire army to get his daughter back, and he gets it. I'm like, if somebody takes my son, you just got my son. I can't get him back.
Took him.
Yeah. So I did that one. Then we went to, oh my God, this place called House of Tacos, and they just have a mic on Wednesday nights. And we found the place. There is nowhere to fucking park in California. I mean, nowhere.
That's why everybody rides bikes.
We drove up and down every street for like 20 minutes. There was nothing. So like, forget it. We're going to the next place, which is called Karma Lounge. And drive there. We find a parking spot. Unbelievable. but you can only park there for 2 hours. The show doesn't start for an hour and a half. So by the time the show starts, I'm going to have to go back out and move the car, and who knows if I'll find another
Just
space.
back it up and park it back again.
So we ended up doing that show, but they gave everybody 5 minutes, and there was 25 comics, and that show started at 10:30.
That's a lot of comics.
Yeah, I mean, the thing was going to go till 3 in the morning. So, like, Rob finagled his way up to 6th. I was 10th. Justin and Mike were like 16 and 17. And it had taken so long. They were like, we're leaving. This is terrible. So I think we only did like one show that night. We planned on doing a bunch of other shows. My second task was to incorporate snoring into my act. And I wasn't able to do it.
You just incorporated
I wasn't able to do a show.
Just in general.
Yeah. So the next show I do, I'm going to talk about snoring.
You're good at it. I've never heard anyone snore like that.
That's
and for it to be
stuff.
picked up on a phone like that loud, like that was impressive.
Whatever.
You
I
look
remember
at
as a
demigods
child.
snoring, like,
I remember as a child, we were at the cabin sleeping, at night or whatever. And my dad was snoring so loud, I got physically mad at him. And I went out and yelled at my mom. Like, how do you do this? You need to get him fixed now.
Get him fixed.
Yeah.
What do you, duct tape or what? In a shovel? Just like hit him?
So, but now I'm him. I snore
are.
just like him, and now Braden gets physically mad. Hey, B, sit down real quick. Sit down real quick.
Yeah. Practice your snoring.
Let me hear your snore.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's not great.
You need to practice just a little more. Maybe less time practicing sports, more naps, like your dad. More napping, less playing. My household snores pretty loud, too. My dog snores so loud from the other room. Wakes up the whole house.
Do our dogs snore? No?
Do you remember my dog CJ, Braden? That dog snores so loud her lips move. I mean it. Can you believe she's still alive? She's really old.
So yeah, that was our trip. Not exciting. It wasn't exciting at all.
Did you have fun?
We did have fun, but yeah, it wasn't exciting.
Did your friends
at
have
all.
fun? Our friends.
Yeah.
I have friends.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't do anything during the day. It was just a business trip that wasn't super successful. Although I will say that it was successful in the way that it taught me, and I learned where I need to start heading in my comedy. I'm not where I want to be. And it kind of opened my eyes to where I need to get to. So
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
That's why you're doing it.
Just got a lot of work to do.
That's why you're doing it.
Very good.
Okay,
buddy.
so football season started. Are you so happy?
I won my first week of fantasy football.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. What, Braden? Yep, you can swing on chairs.
And that Ray Rice thing was pretty exciting.
Yo, Ray Rice punched his fiance, now wife, so hard.
Okay, at first I'm like, I can't believe she went on to marry him. What an idiot. But then I looked up what he was worth. And she's better off marrying him than divorcing him, even right away if she wants, as opposed to not marrying him and being his girlfriend and then just breaking up with him. Because he's worth quite a bit of money.
Yeah, but,
So-
he got cut by the Ravens. He's suspended indefinitely.
Got knocked out.
She did get knocked out. She hit her head on that rail, too.
Yeah. So she's better off taking him for half
Yeah.
than just breaking up with him. She might
Well-
get hit a few more times, but
And we're
she gets
recording this,
half.
so it's Friday that we're recording this. It comes out Sunday, but what just happened is Adrian Peterson got taken out of the lineup for Sunday's game, and he is indicted?
For what?
Is that what the word? For child abuse?
What an idiot.
To like his 4-year-old son or something? He used,
Let this be a lesson to you, Braden.
it's like a branch without twigs and leaves. He used
switch.
it to, yes, to whip his
I
son.
think my grandma uses one of those.
Yeah.
Wait, he really hit his son with a stick? What an asshole.
Well, yeah, but I mean, nobody knows the real story yet because it kind of just
Oh.
happened. So we'll see another NFL player
Right.
just
They need
stepping their life game up.
some anger management classes incorporated into practice. Maybe just after practice, you go have like a cool down.
All of them do, man. I mean, how stupid. You get set up for this career where you're going to make a lot of money, and then you do things, anything you can to try and get out of it.
I don't understand it. I think it's ridiculous. But it's football season again, so
You enjoy that.
I do, actually. I don't really know tons about football, but it's just fun. I feel like there's an event like a couple times during the week. There's like something fun going on.
I guess.
We usually stay home and watch it, but it's something exciting to look forward to.
Yeah.
And my husband's in a really good mood, so that's good.
Is that his favorite sport?
Oh, yeah.
By
it's the
far?
only sport he watches.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
No, that's cool. That is cool. Do your daughters watch it?
They watch the Cardinals, but
Oh.
other than that, it doesn't really hold their attention.
Yeah.
They're so funny. Like, we'll all get, watching the game and make a big day of it. And about 5 minutes into the game, they're trying to watch it, and then they go off and color something Cardinals and bring it back to us. Look what I made. We're like, that's great. Hanging on the wall.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Braden, do you like watching football?
Do you like playing football?
You don't. You like watching. You don't like playing.
Braden, what's your favorite sport? Dance? What is
What?
it?
Football.
Football's your favorite sport?
Baseball.
Baseball. I know baseball is your favorite sport.
And
Both
both.
of them. What are your favorite teams? Talking to the mic, bud. All right.
Do you want to come to my house on Sunday and watch the football game? No. He said no. All right, fine. You're uninvited. You're off my Christmas card list, too.
Uh-oh, buddy.
I'm just kidding. I don't have one.
So wait, what did you do then while I was gone for the week? You had the big storm, so you
Big
went swimming.
storm, went jet skiing in the Greenbelt. I did nothing. I was
That's
so excited for
awesome.
you to come home to tell me all these amazing stories.
We don't
and I
have
got a whole
any.
lot of, whoa.
Yeah, I feel bad. I mean, they were boring. I just told him I was kind of bored halfway through telling
I
them.
liked this guy with the stunt problem.
Yeah.
The stunt guy with the drug problem. I like that
The
story.
and, the best thing too was while we're outside talking to him, he's like, "What time's the show start?" We're like 6 o'clock. He goes, "Oh man, I got rehab at 6. Looks like I ain't going." I was like, "I don't know if you've ever been there for a minute, man.
AA, maybe?
Do they even know that you're coming?"
And he had a friend passed out in the front seat.
He had a
so-
friend pass out in the front seat and another friend that worked in the smoke shop right next door
Oh.
that had these long dreadlocks. And he was the most responsible, level-headed of the three.
Right.
When a 5'4" guy in dreadlocks works in a smoke shop is your most reliable person in the group,
Gotta keep the lights on.
you got some
Oh,
shit.
You know how I
going
never
on.
watch TV? I started watching a show and I'm like, oh, this show's really good. And I look and it came out in 2005.
Oh.
Weeds. I just started
Oh, yeah, I
watching
watched
Weeds.
that.
That's really funny.
Yeah, it is, but after you've seen like 4 seasons of it, it just repeats itself. It's
Well,
the
they're only
same
like
thing.
20 minutes long on Netflix.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's
I know.
like,
You'll like it, but then eventually you're like, I mean, come on, I've already seen this.
Yeah.
They just keep doing the same thing over and over again.
I just
They
keep
build
waiting
up
for
this
her to
big
get like
thing,
really successful
then it
at drugs.
crumbles, then they build it up again.
I'm
then
like
it
pulling for
crumbles.
her. I'm like, oh, I have this
Yeah.
drug empire. I hope she does really well.
She will, and then it'll all come down to crumbles, and then she'll build it up again.
Yeah, she's quite resourceful. like
Yeah,
it,
I
though.
stopped watching it. I think after like 6 or 7 seasons because it just got to be the same.
Oh, it was Billy's birthday.
Yeah?
Yes, 2 days ago. I baked a cake and I ruined it, so everyone's making fun of me at home. That sucks.
We shouldn't bake a cake. You
I
go
will
buy a cake.
never, ever,
Ice
ever,
cream cake.
ever. Oh yeah, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Ever bake a cake again?
What, buddy? That's cool. So I bought Braden a new baseball glove
Why?
because he needed one. He needs a bigger glove, and he's playing. Oh, so.
So are you using his old
Braden,
one now?
no, Braden, hold on. Come up to the microphone real quick.
We're
okay,
talking about
that's
baseball.
great. Thanks. Yeah, we're gonna talk about baseball. When we played catch after we got home with your new glove, where did I hit you with the baseball?
And my balls in the head.
Father of the year.
Yeah, so if anybody didn't hear that, I hit him in the ween and on top of the head.
You're a bad person.
No, he
but
needs to
you
catch
meant
it.
well.
He needs to hit.
It was me. I spread my legs and beam right in the balls.
Evan, this is being recorded. I'm so sorry he's your father, Braden.
Why would you say that?
I'm kidding. Throwing balls at your son is so good.
We were playing catch. It's not like I aimed for him.
No, I think it's good. You did a good thing.
Yeah.
You just need to learn how to catch it,
That's right.
little guy.
I did.
He caught a lot of them, but when you missed them, boy, did you miss them.
Do you guys golf together? Do you hit the golf balls
Yeah,
together?
we haven't in a while though, because it's been really hot. So we're
Oh,
waiting for
yeah.
it to cool down again to play golf.
Right? Does it need a flood again and it'll cool down? It's supposed to flood again next week.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Great. Yeah. So no, we got him a new glove. It's a little bigger, so he's ready to play. He's on that new team, which is like the badass club team.
Oh, wait, tell me how that works. Do you do live pitching? Is that what it's called?
Machine pitch.
Machine pitch. So you start on the tee, that's step one,
Right.
and then machine pitch, and
Coach.
then person pitch?
No, coach pitch.
Then machine pitch.
Then machine
Is
pitch.
that like the batting
Then kid
cages at
pitch.
Cracker Jack?
Yeah.
And kid pitch.
And then kid pitch?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Kid pitch is playing.
So what position do you play, Brayden?
We switch.
Yeah, they don't have a set position.
Okay, what's your favorite?
Shortstop.
Shortstop. Okay, so what are those called? Ground balls? You catch that on the ground? Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, so there's a kid on the team whose dad played Major League Baseball.
Uh-huh.
He just retired. Actually, a few of the kids have that, but
Yeah.
this kid in particular has straight genetics working all over his side.
And I know what you're going to say.
What? What am I going to say?
I don't know.
All right. Cruz, is he good?
Yes.
Yeah. This kid Cruz.
Sounds
What
good.
about Abby?
Yeah, we have a girl on the team that's awesome.
Really?
Yeah. She is really. Did she play first base again on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, she plays first base for us.
She sounds like the perfect
Dude,
woman for
she's
you.
really good. Really good.
Maybe you should have a play date with her.
No, he needs to have playdates with these major leaguers kids,
Yeah.
so we can become good friends with them. But
All right.
this kid Cruz is half the size of my child. He's a little kid, but he's awesome. Like throws the ball.
And he has a big glove.
He does have a big glove. He has like big hair. He jokes around like a little 5-year-old, runs around, looks up in the sky, like doesn't pay attention. And when the ball's hit to him, he just reaches his glove down, catches it, wings it over to first base like it's no problem. Kid's incredible.
Guess what?
What?
Tanner's 6.
Tanner is 6 years old. He's really good too.
Kid baseball sounds really fun. I wonder
Is
if
it
my
fun?
kids would do that.
What about Braden?
Yeah, there's another Braden on the team.
2 Bradens?
Yeah.
How do you keep them straight, Kevin? Do you ever take the wrong Braden home?
I've tried.
His parents always find
Yeah,
out.
they're always like, hey, no. Bring ours back. Yeah, Braden, he's pretty good. Grayson, he's really good. That kid can hit a mile. Like, Braden was so good on all his other teams, and he's really good at baseball. But this new club team he's on, like, every kid is really good.
Oh.
So you match them up, and it's like, Ari
Hey,
sucks.
what if me and the girls came to one of your...
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What about if me and Kaylee and Emma came to one of your games sometime? Would that be cool?
He lives at my school and he lives in my class.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't live at your school. He
yeah.
actually lives at a home, but he goes
Does
to
he?
your school.
Does he? So could I come to one of your games sometime?
No.
Really?
Yeah, that'd be weird. That would just
All
be
right.
We'll do a live podcast from one of Braden's games.
Okay, yeah.
No,
That'll
we
be
won't.
awful.
It would be so boring.
Completely inappropriate. That would be so boring.
Yeah.
Baseball's boring. But
This
kid,
episode is boring enough.
kid baseball's fun, though.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're doing that, man. Do you have your kids dancing and shit?
Oh, yeah. They are dancing 3 days a week, a couple hours.
How boring to have daughters.
Not really. I drop them off, and then I leave. Sometimes I go to the sports bar right next door during dance.
Really?
I mean, yeah. That's what I like about dance, is there's a sports bar right next door.
Here's what's cool. So we have like a regular fielding practice on like one day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And then another day a week, we go to the batting cages as a team, like an indoor batting cage.
Tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yeah. And the team hits off the machines and stuff. Like, they take this stuff really seriously.
Really?
Yeah, for the amount of money we pay, they better.
I hear hockey parents are the meanest.
Hockey parents are crazy, man. Hockey's really expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Really expensive. All the equipment and the ice time and everything. It's
All right,
just
Braden, that's what you need. Get into hockey. Your
Nope.
dad is pushing for hockey.
Nope. Baseball, basketball, and napping. Those are the 3 sports that we're trying to get into.
Football.
You're not going to play football.
I'm going to play for Rosie.
Really? You're going to play for Brophy? That's an interesting pick right off the bat.
Sky's the limit, Braden.
Here's the thing, B. Your genetics are half your mom and half Jewish. Your athleticism is going to get to a halt at some point, and none of it includes football.
Maybe showbiz is where it's at, Braden. Maybe showbiz. There you go.
Maybe. Or
Okay.
jump rope, whatever you're
Jump
doing
rope.
back there.
Do you want to close the show for us? Do you want to say goodnight and thank you for listening? Well, I'm so glad you finally came on the show.
Yeah, guys, I'm so
really
glad
am.
you got to listen to my life.
It was a nice break from your regular other life.
Yeah. Hey, guys, thanks for listening to this episode, and be ready because we have a lot of fun guests coming up that have a lot of really cool and funny stories that they'll be sharing. So thank you for listening to our solo acts today. And next week we'll be joined again by another really funny comedian that will have really funny stories.
This has been another great presentation of the Four-Eyed Radio Network. You can catch more shows at foureyedradio.com.